Hey, what's up everybody out there in Heroclix land? Dalton Tavon, the Heroclix collector, back with another mail unboxing video. So continuation of my last video, stuff that I was waiting on. Last month or so has been quite expensive. I've done a lot of trades, a lot of purchases. So this is just a continuation of the last video of the stuff that I hadn't received yet and stuff that I've been getting for the last few weeks. So it's just going to be another trades and purchases that I've made recently in the last month or so. So we're just going to do this as quick as possible because there's quite a few things to get through. I'm not going to go over the stuff too much, but just, sit back, relax, enjoy, see what I pull or see what I got, and hopefully you'll enjoy. Let's get this going. So this first one is going to be a trade that I did with Thomas Holmes. I traded him some Spider-Man Venom Absolute Carnage pieces and a couple other things that he was looking for. Nothing super crazy, high price, and the stuff that I got from him were just kind of some old silver or golden age stuff that I had never had, so let's get right into that. So shout out to Thomas Holmes. Hoping my camera doesn't shake as much as the last video. I try to stabilize it a little bit more. As always, joined by my collector Funko Pops. All right. Alright, so in this one, we've got the Titans Villains for Hire team base. Let's see if we can zoom in here. So we got those guys. This is the zombie team base. Now, it didn't come with any zombies, I don't think. I currently only own, I believe, the Mole Man zombie. This is the Brotherhood of Mutants team base. As you can see on this team, or the Titans villains, those are all the pieces are on there. And then there's a baggie here with some stuff. So we'll see if we got everything. So we got the Deathstroke dial. We got the asset dial for the Oh, sorry, I'm not going to spoil the next one. We have Toad. We've got somebody here. Not exactly sure who. I would think he goes right here. If I can get him on here. Oh, this guy's not wanting to sit on there. Right. Somebody that I'm not sure. Couple different Toads. Three different Toads. Got a Scarlet Witch. We got this guy who I'm not really sure, but he belongs on the Brotherhood of Mutants team base. Here's the Scarlet Witch. It goes like so. Looks like we got another Toad. Hopefully there's gonna be. Alright. Stranger, Toad. So it looks like it's all the dials for all these guys. Alright, we're just gonna dump all those out. Alright, let's get into this. Oh yeah. Here is the Magneto for the team base for the Brotherhood of Mutants. We got a Quicksilver. this other one opened up. And then we've got, it's kind of just loosely in here. Packaging does leave a little more to be desired, but it is what it is. And then we've got the Trinity of Sin team base. So I just, didn't have these team bases, so I really wanted them. I've got all like the cards right here. I'll probably go over and check to make sure those are all in there later, which I'm sure they are. I don't think there's anything on the bottom of this, but yeah. So shout out to Thomas Holmes. Just got me some of these cool, different random team bases. I got all the dials here for them. Again, gonna try to keep this as quick as possible because I know you can't see what I've got off to the left of me, but there's quite a few packages that I got to get through yet. So we're gonna just keep moving along. Grab this toad that keeps wanting to fall. All right. Alright, next box. Alright, this is going to be, let's zoom out here. Alright, this is a shout out to Raymond Rodriguez off the trade, buy, trade, sell, whatever groups on Facebook. We'll get into this and see what I bought from him. Oh yeah. So I was not able to make it to Worlds this year. I will definitely be trying to get to there next year, but I did want to get a few of the con figures from there, so I was able to get the Wonder Woman, the Death Metal Wonder Woman from him. He was able to get one before they sold out. We got Punchline, and we got the Ashley Barton. I'm going to pop these open to make sure that they're in here. Doesn't look like they've been opened yet. This one feels light, just makes me worried. But she's there. She's just a light figure. There she is with her baton or crowbar, whatever, lead, kind of like a pipe. Card is in there. I'm not going to go over the stuff too much. I'm going to pop this open, check to make sure Wonder Woman's in here, not broken. Alright, there she is. She's intact. I mean, that's just a beautiful sculpt. Pop back down there, get the card put in there. And Punchline. Yep. And then Punchline. So sweet. Alright, we got those three Con LEs from Raymond Rodriguez. Thank you, buddy. Alright, let's keep moving. Alright, this is a, I can't remember if this was a trade or a buy, but this is a shout out to Matthew James Corian. Let's see what we got from him. Zoom out here, sorry. Alright. Oh yeah, so this was just a purchase of some figures from JLU set that I never got. Just kind of a bunch of generics. So I have some ideas that I want to run for some maybe Silver Age games. Alright. Okay, cards are there. Alright, so from Matthew, I got 5 of the Star Lab Scientists, generics. It's 5 of her, 5 Dr. Fates, 5 Cadmus Lab Scientists, 3 of the Robot Superman figures, so I can play them at 10 points and put them on a robot team. And then, just because he's got a pretty cool mind control power, is Ultra Humanite. Never bought any of this set, so good to get my hands on some of these figures. I think in one of my other videos you saw me do a unboxing where I got the Black Manta and Aquaman figures from Miles Kane from a giveaway. And then I have bought a few Dr. Fates before, before he turned Silver Age. But yeah, some Silver Age games I could definitely see playing a huge Dr. Fate, Loki from War of the Realms, common, or play a bunch of these guys at their really low points, get a whole bunch of actions, maybe play a Merlin at the 50-point line to have more actions, a whole bunch of actions for myself, and really limiting the number of actions of my opposing character. So yeah, it's a team build that I'm looking at. And then yeah, the Superman robot characters could go on like a Silver Age robot team that I want to try sometime soon. But that was those guys. Oops. Let's just keep moving along. Trying to keep all this stuff together because I will post some feedback on the trade feedback page for all these guys. Alright, this is a purchase from Robert Rivera. He's got a fellow channel, Booze, Broads, and Heroclix, I think is what his channel is, or Heroclix, Booze, and Broads. Something with that combination, but check his videos out. He's a cool guy. He's got a lot of gameplay videos, some unboxings, but this was to help me get my hands on some figures that I were missing for my Venom collection. Started out, he did just throw in for free one of the Rise and Fall Sentinel common pieces, which is awesome to have extras of those, so I'm happy about that. But starting out, we've got, let's see here, this is the Venom Gwenpool chase from Earth-X. Never pulled her, so happy to get my hands on her. If you check out one of my other unboxing videos, you can see what chase I did pull from that brick or case that I bought. Then we've got these are the first time ever seeing these in person. This one is just awesome. I think it's one of the coolest Venom sculpts I've seen so far. That's the Venom Black Panther chase from Earth-X. Happy about that. Yep. And the cards are here, awesome. And then finally, the last one I didn't ever pull on that one, and that is the Venom Spider-Man of Earth-X. So he was doing a little lot. I was able to get these 3 together as a lot for a decent price, and he was nice enough just to throw in that Sentinel for free because I had asked how many he had of those left. He said he had just the one. He was like, I'll just throw it in for you. So again, shout out to you, Robert. Appreciate you, buddy. And like I said, Heroclix, Booze, Broads, and Heroclix, I think is what it's called, or Broads, Booze, and Heroclix. Definitely check him out. He's got a great little channel. Okay, next is from Lucas Van Holland. Everybody knows him. Very popular judge at big tournaments. He will be one of the judges at the event that I will be going to in Orlando, Florida in the beginning of January, the Championship Clicks Open put on by David Newmark. I've got a package by David in here, so shout out to you as well, David, and shout out to Lucas for getting my hands on these couple figures that I never pulled. Let's get them out here. Very good packaging, very safely packaged with extra packaging, so big shout outs to that. Alright, we've got from the recent set, I know it's hard to see him, but it's the Professor X chase from the X of Swords main set. And from Disney Plus, never got her, and she's cheap enough. The Gamora, Daughter of Thanos chase. So, got the cards there and a nice protective thing. It's really awesome. He gave me a really good deal on these, or he was selling these at a very fair, reasonable price. So, big shout out to you, Lucas. Thank you, buddy. Okay, let's keep moving on. Oop. All right, this is shout out to Daniel Powell. I bought a figure from him the last video that I probably wasn't going to win from the SLP event. That was the Saturnine prize. This time I got, let's see here, this is definitely taped up well. Let's just take this all off. Sorry, I forgot to zoom out, but... Oh, yes, that's right. Okay. Oh, man, it broke. Alright, well, I can... Luckily, I've experienced gluing and fixing things, but we got the other figure I never pulled as the Apocalypse chase from X of Swords, and then the sword, which unfortunately did fall off in shipping, but that's, like I said, that'll be an easy glue. I can glue that back, but Apocalypse with Scarab, never pulled him out of all the chases, so just trying to complete the set of the X of Swords set, so that is that. Yeah, just try to not lose that, hopefully. So shout out to you, Dan. Thank you, buddy. All right, this is a, I think this, yeah, this was pretty sure a trade that I did with Joseph Villeneuve. Pretty sure I'm saying that right, hopefully. If I'm not mistaken, let's figure out how to open this box. And well, where? Maybe right here. There we go. Okay. All right. Yep. So this was a trade. We did a couple tarot card trades. He had. Might have just accidentally rebought this. He had two cards that I didn't have, and I had two cards that he didn't have. So I got the 10 of Pentacles from him. That is when a character uses hypersonic speed and hits during the action. After resolutions, remove an action token from them. It's very good for hypersonic people to keep going. And then we got the Page of Swords, which is when a character uses steel energy, they may heal 2 clicks instead of 1. I'm pretty sure I gave him the Temperance card, which is a mission point card, and I'm pretty sure the 2 of Cups, which is giving out the Battle Fury one. I just hope I might have forgot that I traded for this 10 of Pentacles, and I might have recently purchased that off of one of these secondary sites, which we will be getting to here tonight. But let's just keep moving on. Alright, I had shouted him out before. This is the package I got from David Newmark. So shout out to him. He's awesome. I've bought stuff from him in the past. He's always given fair deals, fast shipping, really good packaging. And like I said, he is the one that'll be running the event down in Florida in January. I will be participating in all 3 days events. I was a little worried at first about not having a partner for the 2v2 event and the 3v3 event, but I reached out to him and he said, you know, they will make sure to find a partner for everybody that doesn't have partners, which is awesome. But then I also reached out to one of my other favorite Heroclix channels, who I've shouted out many times and will continue to do so forever, and that is Dice Station Zebra, because I know that they've been at Gen Con and World, so I was curious as to whether or not they were going to be making it down to the event in Florida, since they're coming from Canada, and they were. and they have agreed to partner up with me for the Sunday 3v3 sealed event, which I think is going to be an Avengers brick. Everybody, each team of 3 opens up that brick, see what you pulled, and make a 300-point team based on that. So that's going to be a really fun event. I'm so honored to be able to play with Jocelyn and Rob from Dice Station Zebra for that event. I am still looking for a partner for the 2v2 Prince and Pauper event, so hopefully I can find somebody. Otherwise, like I said, David did say that he will be able to find a partner for me for that, because there's probably going to be other people that are wanting to participate that just are going down there without somebody to partner with, or if they're going with like a group of 3, which I know I'm going with like four other people, so they're already kind of partnered all up. So yeah, hopefully you can find something. But here I got some stuff from David. I got another of the Tarn, the Uncaring super rare from the SLOP event. This is going to be Punchline again. I just wanted a couple of her, either for being able to run multiple of her on a team since she has low enough points. Otherwise, you know, maybe some more trade fodder, since there are a few other pieces out there in the world that I, believe it or not, haven't bought yet or gotten. So another Punchline. So having an extra her will be hopefully good trade fodder since she is a newer piece. Same goes for the Ashley Barton. I'm just gonna open up her. Make sure she's in there. She is. She's not broken. Everything is looking good. And then I also purchased a couple of the Plastic Man objects. So I've got 2 of the nifty fire hydrants. Again, extras for, you know, trade purposes. Traffic cone. I still need to get the other objects and the Plastic Man. These were all the stuff that David was selling. He was selling this all for a decent price. So it was just too good to pass up. And then we got the Brainiac and Lex Luthor con figure, which I never had gotten him before. I'm just going to crack him open, see if he's in here. Boom, he is. Since I didn't show him before. He's leaning a little bit, but that's alright. Big old. Boom. It's a cool looking figure. Very nice. Very good paint job. Really good job on the face. Happy about that. Alright, card is there. Let's see here. Keep this moving along. Alright. So, yep, big shout out to you, David. Thank you so much. Can't wait to see you down in Florida in January for your event. It's going to be a really fun time. I will be participating in the special dinner event, which will have special guests Scott Porter and Scott Crampton. So it's really awesome to be able to finally meet those guys. I've watched Scott's videos for Scott Crampton's videos as well, but Scott Porter's videos always. I'm thinking in the next week or so he'll probably be doing his Avengers Forever unboxing video series to promote that new series. Alright, but let's keep moving on. Alright, this is a shout out to Andrew Klinger. Yeah, Andrew Klinger. This is a figure that I thought I had bought the right one, but apparently I was dumb and didn't realize that they had the main set and then some retail purchase ones. Luckily, I bought the wrong figure from another secondary website for only like 10 or 15 bucks. So it wasn't too expensive of a mishap, but you'll see what this is in just a second if I can get this package open. Alright, there's this card. What do we got? It is the Sentinel Mark II. So, oh. Oh, jeez. I hope I didn't just break it. I was going to say, I thought he was selling it with the fire thing, and I did just pop this off. Okay, well, there. Okay. It's alright. Everything's okay. Still got the little fire shot of into the Wolverine. You can kind of see that there. And then it does come with the other fire blast thing. But awesome. Yeah, so I was an idiot, like I said, and I thought I had bought the right version of this figure originally, but I bought the retail one, not the main set, so it wasn't the G001. I think is his number, or G02. One of those two, but yeah. Finally got that, so now I've got both the Sentinel Mark II and the Sentinel Mark V figures with their legacy card, or with the legacy cards, to be able to use those for a Sentinel team build. Yeah, so let's keep moving on. All right, this is shout out to Will Feliciano. He's a fellow Clixinit team member of mine. Never met him in person or played against him, but hopefully one of these days we'll see each other at a match. But shout out to him. He was able to get my hands on oh yeah, another recent legacy figure for a very reasonable price. Just gotta try to not get all these little pieces of paper everywhere I use for packaging, which I appreciate the good packaging. And okay, I'll get this out safely, and that is going to be Thor's Mighty Chariot. He's got that, and then he also did sell me the legacy card to go with it, with the original card, which is right here. Yep. Again, not really going to go zooming in on this a whole lot, but thank you, Will. I just think it's a really cool, colossal piece, even just to be like a desk ornament or something. It's just a cool thing, and it was a reasonable price that he was selling it for, so wanted to add it to my collection, so thank you, Will. Alright, let's go with this bigger box here. This is shout out to Brad Broyles. Everybody knows him from the Bradcast game series and events that he puts on, so shout out to you, Brad. I appreciate you. Had a long, nice conversation with him on Messenger about different things, and I still got to learn how to play online, like over Roll20 and Discord. So I was talking with him about stuff, and I need to check out one of his videos and do one of his learning videos sometime. But yeah, I bought some stuff from him for a very reasonable price that he was selling for. Make sure I'm not missing anything in any of these bags. So one of the biggest things that I got from him is because I pulled the legacy card but never had it, and I did not realize how big this guy was. Pictures do not do justice as to how big your boy Ymir is. I still am after a Surtur because I pulled 2 legacy card Surturs, and I think I traded one of the Surturs in one of these boxes. I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken. But so we got Ymir. I'm really happy to have him. Get this opened up. Alright, next we've got from Wonder Woman 80th, the Green Lantern chase with the Catcher's Mitt green. Been really wanting to get my hands on this, especially just mainly for the Catcher's Mitt itself. With the new Batman team-up set coming out, I think that some of these objects might see a little more viability, or more playability, or more play. Not that they haven't already, but yeah, I think just with that stuff, it's going to do that. So I do have cards here as well for those. Boom. Got the original Ymir card here. Next is this guy who I never had, and that is the Mimic Prime from X-Men Rise and Fall. So I've got his card right there. Really happy to get my hands on him finally for some like X-Men team builds and swap out stuff. And it looks like oh yeah, this was another thing that I had bought from him. That was the Spirit of the Game Pog. So really happy to have about that for Mystics team builds. That's a cool little figure. Make sure I'm not missing anything in here. Okay, nothing in here. Oh, there is something in this bag though. And then, yeah, I got some other stuff in here, but then he just threw this guy in for free. He was just trying to get rid of some of his Golden Age and Silver Age stuff. And this is going to be Thanos from, I think it's the Galactic Guardians. It's the super rare, not the chase. But it's him walking over, like, the pile of skulls. So I never had gotten this guy. I don't think I really bought much from this set. Come on. So happy to get my hands on another old figure that I just never have had. Alright. Nothing in any of these. Nope. And then finally getting my hands on some things that I've wanted for a long time, and that is some neoprene maps. And I don't know how well this is going to show up, but I know that this one, I don't know. This one might be still legal, probably not. But hopefully I can use it in a Silver Age game, or maybe my play group of Clicks in It crew. Maybe I don't know how lenient they are on maps, but if I could play it, that's awesome. I just wanted to get some nice neoprene maps to be able to transport a lot more easily than the paper maps. But this is the map here. And it is the Glen Grove Cemetery. I just think it's kind of just a more simple, straightforward, decent amount of hindering, so good for my hindering team builds that have a lot of stealth. Yeah, so just happy to get a neoprene map finally. I know I've got a few other ones I think somewhere. Alright, I'm trying to keep this all organized as much as possible. So bear with me for 1 second while I get this stuff put back in so I can take pictures later. Toss all this in there. Alright. Let's keep moving. Oh, Ymir, you gotta go on there too. Yeah, I just really can't believe how big that Ymir is. I did not expect him to be that big. I would say if you ever bought those boosters from the Mighty Thor, or Hammer Thor, I think. Mighty Thor? I think it was Mighty Thor. Yeah, Mighty Thor with the Colossal boosters. I'm guessing you're going to know if he's in there just based on the weight. Alright, moving on. We got Michael Kornichuk, I believe is the name. Sorry if I'm getting that name wrong. I believe this might have been a trade. I feel like more of these boxes were I had more trades than the last mail unboxing video I did, which was mainly all purchases with the exception of one trade. But I do a lot of buying of things just because I am a collector, so I end up having to buy stuff. Alright, so I think this was just a purchase, if I'm not mistaken. No, this was a trade. I traded him some, I think, Spider-Man, Venom, Absolute Carnage pieces, and a couple other more modern pieces. Which, yeah, definitely gave him something more modern, I believe, because the main one trade from this was Nimrod Prime. So, finally happy to get my hands on him. Yep. And then I also got Shadowcat LE figure. Which I think all the cards are right here. Or maybe? Uh-oh. Unless it's maybe in here, but seems to be missing the Shadowcat card. I have to reach out to him about that. But there's the Shadowcat. Well, that's too bad. Maybe it got put in here on accident. Huh. No, it's not in here. I'm going to have to reach out to Michael and see what happened there. But then he also threw in... Alright, he also traded him for the Lockjaw LE figure. Just a good animal transporter. I mean, this isn't the one that everybody really likes, but he's got some different things. Or he starts with the Starts the game with 6 infinity tokens, max 6. And when you would take damage, instead remove an infinity token. If he has no infinity tokens, he is KO'd. He isn't a standard character. He's got Protected Pulse Wave. Yeah, he's basically doing some like pick a power type stuff. But, well, that's too bad. I'm going to have to reach out to Michael about that Shadow Cat card because it is not in here. And I will need that to be able to play her. So, hopefully we can get something figured out. Maybe he just forgot to put it in there. But I'm pretty sure when I made the trade with him, we had discussed that, you know, it seemed like all the figures were going to come with their respective cards. So yeah, maybe he just took it out to make sure it was good and then forgot to send that, put it back in the box. But I will be sure to go through the process of looking for that. I'm just making sure it's not in here. It's not, unfortunately. It didn't fall down anywhere. Nope. Alright, well, we'll figure that out. Alright, moving on. Alright, this was also a trade that I made with Ryan Gayton. Now I want to say that this might have given him one of my Surtur Legacy cards. Or no, I gave him a Sentinel Mark V card because I pulled one from one of the case or bricks that I bought, and then I also got one from the Glass Cabinet Hobbies case breaks. I was able to get one of those. I was able to get a Sentinel Mark V card from that. So I gave him that, and I think a couple other figures for just a couple of figures from the SOP set. So I got a Stepford Cuckoo here. I think this makes number 3 that I've had. I've pulled 2 other ones in my events, and then traded for this one. This one is the Summoner from the SOP event. I just participated in an event this last weekend, which was my. I'm participating in 2 of each month, 2 different stores. The last 2 events, the last two events in my booster, I pulled the rare Mr. Sinister, which he is awesome, and I was getting a lot of 1s for his rally dice, which is awesome. I mean, I'm not happy to be rolling 1s, but at least I'm getting something out of it. So I was able to, you know, replace dice in my opponent's rolls. But I forgot that I had made this trade, so one of the guys this last weekend, he somehow managed to pull, no one was choosing Summoner, so he ended up with 3 of them on his team, so he had 3 Summoners, so he definitely didn't need them all. And I traded one of my Mr. Sinisters for him because I already had one, and I was like, oh, I need this guy. Not remember that I made this trade with Ryan Gayton for that figure, so I probably would have held on to the Sinister just because it probably has a little better trade value, but I'm not too mad about it. I did buy an extra booster that the store was selling because they only went through, I think, 11 of the 20 boosters that they had bought. So they were letting people buy a few extras, or buy 1 extra. And I pulled another Minister Sinister, so I used that figure to, used him to trade for a Dazzler and I think a Risque. I mean, again, nothing like super great, but I didn't need another Mr. Sinister. I mean, he is really awesome. He probably will have some decent trade value, but I just trying to complete the SOP set, so figured I'd get the Dazzler and the Risque in case I don't end up pulling them in my other events. And even if I do end up pulling another Dazzler, she's awesome, so play her 2 of her at the 35-point line. I'm not going to be mad if I end up getting an extra of her. Alright, this is a shout out to Matthew Grachinos, which I think it's Matty G, so if you are familiar in the Heroclix community, he is also a very awesome player, awesome guy, so shout out to Matty G here for this purchase. Okay, so starting out, we got the Spider-Man MP20-104 con figure, doing the handstand there. We've got the Ghost Spider MP20-106 con figure. We've got, I already had one of him, but again, trade fodder, and he was reasonable price. That is here. Demon in Armor. Chase from the Avengers Fantastic Four Empire set. The main one that I was really needing was this guy, who I never pulled from that set. And that is the Ultron Pym Prime. So I think by getting him, I now finally have a full, complete set of the Avengers Fantastic Four Empire set. We also have the Quicksilver MP20-101 Con LE figure. He was really cheap. And I've got also, oh, and that's the 2 cards for those. And I think that might have been it. Yeah, so again, just some, you know, some Con figures. Oops, I'm sorry, I'm talking off camera. Just some Con LE figures, and, you know, mainly, again, it was for the Ultron Pym, and then the Demon in Armor was cheap enough, and I figured, why not? He's only a 50-point character. I could see running 2 of them. He, you know, gives some good, you know, turns off some opposing's kind of basically perplex, you know, kind of like the Guardians of the Galaxy team ability, where opposing characters can't have their combat values modified positively. It's basically what this guy's doing, you know, within a range, so people can positively modify their, I think, attack values, or maybe all combat values. But all right, let's keep moving on, because we got still a few packages to go. All right, this one is a shout out to Brian Lumen off of the Heroclix International Trade Exchange. Okay. Well, this. Alright, well, we'll start out. I can't remember if I actually got figures or if it's just these 2 things. But we were just talking about maps, and Brian was selling a few neoprene maps, and I've looked at this one in the past. I mean, I think it'd be awesome if I know people wouldn't be selling it if it was still modern, because now with the new X of Swords, Deadpool giving out the dolphin symbol, that this is the flooded map. So just a bunch of water terrain, really, really good. I can't wait to use this in a Silver Age event with, you know, a bunch of my dolphin symboled characters. Yeah, it's from 2018, but really awesome. It's better. Yeah. So again, happy to be getting my hands on some of these nicer, higher quality maps. Better, easier for transport. Not that like the paper maps are so hard, but I mean, they have to be folded up, and then, you know, after time they start to get enough creases and start to rip, and then you have to, like, if you have to tape them, then they don't, I feel like they don't, you know, do the job as well. Alright, and then got this map from them as well. Let's see if I can get this. It's this map. And this one is called, what was this one called? The Great Wall Outdoor Map. So this one, having the elevation being the kind of silver part here and here, or yeah, over here, sorry. Yeah, right here. I don't know, the new Batman and Catwoman, you know, figure that has the power about being, can be targeted if, you know, if a character started on lower elevation first or something. And the Lady Roma chase from the X of Swords has some stuff to do with elevation. I just, you know, when I saw this, it was cheap enough, and I figured, you know what, maybe in a Silver Age format, this, you know, might be a good map to play some of these figures that are going to get some benefits or buffs from starting out on an elevation, or not being able to be targeted from an elevation. So figured, why not? Alright, so that was all I bought from him, was these two maps. But again, Thank you, Brian, for getting me awesome prices on these beautiful neoprene maps. I'm really happy to finally be getting maps finally, or neoprene maps. I've been looking at them for a while, and they always tend to, you know, fetch a high price. So I was happy to get these at a little bit of lower cost, and I understand they are no longer modern, but that's okay. Sorry, picking up my little remote there. All right, let's keep moving on. All right, this is a shout out to Anthony Stromer. This was a purchase because, again, I just, as a new player, I don't always have the most confidence in my ability to win tournaments and matches, or at least pull first in a match. So I did buy this figure from him. And it is the most recent SOP prize of Mojo. He's just really cool. He's got some Hog generation of the different kind of Wolverine guys. So happy to get my hands on him. Get this moved out the way. Hey, sorry about that. My camera decided to turn off. I don't know why, but we're going to continue now. So getting back into it, let's keep going. So I'm pretty sure that's it for like stuff off of the Facebook groups and whatnot. Now we're going to get into a couple of purchases from like Cool Stuff Inc., eBay, and from WizKids themselves. We'll start out with the WizKids one. I think it was this recently they had a deal on, they had like a discount somewhere or something, so I figured why not use the discount on a couple figures that a couple things that I hadn't gotten. I mean, this is just a Soul figure, but something I've been wanting for a while, that I've seen for a while, and it's a little bit older. A really big box. Just making sure there wasn't anything in it. There's a very big box for this guy, which is right there, the Punisher van. Now I'm not going to take this out right now. Everything's in there really nicely. Got all the equipment objects, the flame marker, the van itself. Yeah, this was just a cool thing. I got this thing I think for like 15 or 20% off, so figured why not? Let's get it. So, yep, got that. All right. This was an eBay purchase here. Oh yes, this was actually an auction that I won, which I'm gonna hold off on this just because it goes with one of the other things that I got. So we're gonna come back to this one actually. So we're gonna come right back to that. So I'm just gonna set that there. Let's get into this Cool Stuff Inc. stuff. Alright, I got a few from them. Alright, starting out. Alright, so I have, if you are familiar with Cool Stuff Inc., they, you know, you can put stuff like on a want list or like a restock list. So got a few things that I had on the restock list that once, you know, it comes back in stock, they'll email me saying, hey, this is back in stock. Try to get on there right away because they're usually pieces that are very popular and that everybody wants. So try to get on there and hopefully get it before, you know, it gets bought out. So first off, we got some Shi'ar soldiers. I got 3 of those guys. Just to, you know, up my... I almost wasn't even going to buy these ones. They're only like $1.49, so 3 of them for $4.50 essentially. Plus I get 12.5% off all my single purchases. I think I've got more than enough of them, but just to have them, I was like $4.50 for 3. Why not? These guys I wanted more of is the multiple men from Rise and Fall as well. Still want to play a team using him. I know I watched a Dial H for Heroclix video not too long ago where a figure was being, or somebody was using a bunch of them. Now this team of pretty much all multiple men did go against a Calder's team of basically a Spider-Man family soldier theme team, and he had the Spider-Man 1776, which was doing a really good job at limiting this his opposing character or opponent's action economy, so the multiple men weren't able to do as much. So he did eventually get him worn down, but he had the multiple team had, you know, at least 4 or 5 full point dialed multiple men. So anytime he was getting hit, he was popping out 2 more. It's a very interesting match. Go check it out. It's on Dial H for Heroclix's YouTube channel. Yeah. I did also purchase Arcade here, finally, just because he's cheap enough and I didn't ever pull him. And I've got some bystander tokens coming from Jeremy Peterson, so I wanted some Killer Robot bystander tokens, so I wanted to get him. And I finally am getting my hands on this guy after a long wait. Just hope I don't break these wings and just try to spread them out a little bit more. And I almost wasn't even going to buy him, and I kind of wish I hadn't, because I had a feeling somebody was going to be posting, you know, this guy for sale at like a reasonable below this price. But I still was like, oh, in case it doesn't, I got to get him. I've been wanting him for a long time, and that is the Sky Tyrant. Everybody wants him. So I did recently buy him off of here and off of somebody else that I bought in figures from. I haven't gotten that box yet, so it's kind of a spoiler. I might just do an unboxing of that on my own, since I'll just shout it out. J Major, thank you for selling me your Sky Tyrant that you were selling. Never bad to have multiples of him. I've gone against a couple of my team members, Ryan Redman and his wife. His wife likes to play a double Skyrim team, and it just destroys my team. It destroys a lot of people. Yeah, so having a second one playing both at 50 points isn't bad. Otherwise, hey, more trade fodder is never bad. So he is one of the more higher wants that people still are currently wanting him. So maybe I can trade him for a different, you know, better, like, or a decent price chase or something that I'm still waiting on, or maybe from the upcoming Avengers Forever set if I end up not pulling him, or pulling a figure that I want. So I got the card, the Fool, or sorry, no, Arcade, Sky Tyrant, multiple man, 3 Shi'ar soldiers. I also got some tarot cards to finish out some of the ones that I was missing, which I did end up not needing to buy this one, but it's alright. I can hopefully trade it. It's a decent one. But not this one. This is the Fool. Characters can't use the effective equipment. Pretty good. Now this is the one that I traded for, and I forgot that I traded for, so I didn't need to buy it, but I think it was less than like $8 anyways, and that's the 10 of Pentacles with the hypersonic speed thing. We got the 5 of Swords relating to super strength and being able to generate an object. 6 of Cups using the barrier, not having to have them generated next to each other. This is one I really wanted, and it's the 7 of Pentacles. And that is the characters can't use improved movement abilities, and characters that can use plasticity have free move at half speed. And then finally the Wheel of Fortune, which is when a character attacks, that character's controller gains 1 mission point for each time the attack roll is re-rolled by an opposing effect. Really want that for my mission point team builds and tarot card deck. So yep, very happy about that. Let's just get all that back in here. So that was one of my Cool Stuff Inc. purchases. This was the most recent one. Forgot, yeah. Clearly I wanted more of these guys because they're here. Yes, this was just, again, some more generics. So I thought I bought more than that. So we got two more. Got two more multiple men. Again, want multiples of him. We got an allied soldier. I guess I thought I bought more than one, but hey, we'll take one when we can get it. And then this was like the main wants of this purchase because they finally got some more in stock, and that's some more of the Sentinels. So, just some generics in this one. Just gonna look at the cards quick. Thought I had purchased more than just one allied soldier, but I must not have. Oh, alright, the cards are all there, so that's good. We're getting close to the end here, folks. Appreciate you hanging out with the long unboxing here and looking at my clear addiction to these figures in this game. Okay. All right. All right, now we've got starting out on the low end of things, but still not a bad. I do have one of these guys already, but I just wanted an extra one for the object, and that is the Puppet Master with the radioactive clay. So he's awesome. And then you saw that I just bought the Sky Tyrant, and a couple weeks prior to that, they had gotten the restock on Scarab here, so I finally got him, because with the Mad Jim Jaspers and with this actually radioactive clay, Scarab can use the effect of this radioactive clay without KOing it, so he's going to be doing some awesome mind controlling from super far away and whatnot. And then we have finally the Commissioners. So I got basically finally the top 3 chases from the Wonder Woman 80th. Unfortunately never pulled any of them, so I had to purchase them. And then back to this package here from the eBay auction I won. I had to get, even though I think I have the token for his bystander, it's just cool to be able to put out a physical version, and that is Batman Commissioner Gordon figure here. So we're going to open up him, make sure he's okay, since you can put him on, I believe it is the second click of this figure, and that's basically what the bystander that Commissioner Gordon generates. So just to have which is a 10 running shot, 11 pen psi, 18 impervious, 3 with a special leadership and perplex power. Though I think it might be different. Might be I think it's probability control. Maybe that the one that Commissioner Gordon generates. I'm gonna look at that real quick, but I wanted the physical version of him, and I got him for pretty cheap got him way lower than what he's going for, thankfully. Let's see here. Yeah, so the special white power on this figure compared to the bystander that Commissioner Gordon or the Commissioner generates is a little bit different, but it is the same numbers. So it's actually Batman team ability, police department, police team ability, probability control, but only if the Commissioner is within range and line of fire and is protected outwit. But I've seen people, playing the Commissioner and having this guy as the bystander, just to have an actual physical representation. Also with this Scarab, Commissioner and Puppet Master, I did get some team-up cards. I got Cyclops Team-Up 1903, which is the team-up of Beast, Gambit, Jubilee, Psylocke, Rogue, and Wolverine. I got Wolverine Team-Up 2201, which is the Apocalypse, A, Cardinal, North, Rasputin, and Zorn team-ups, because I did just recently get the A Apocalypse. And these were all going for fairly cheap, so I was like, you know what, I'll just buy them and get them, you know, at the lower price, at a decent price, and just complete my collection. There are some team build, you know, potential for these. We also have Mr. Sinister 3101, which is going to be the team of Exodus and Mystique. We've got Storm 3902, which is Bishop, Callisto, Emma Frost, Iceman, Kitty Pryde, Kate Pryde, and Pyro team up. And this is kind of doing stuff with dolphin symbol, so I can see you doing some stuff there. Hope Summers 4701, team up with Egg, Goldball, Elixir, Proteus, Tempest, basically the 5 team up. And then you did see, so I didn't actually ever pull them or pull this card, but I needed to buy it. But it was cheap enough. I did get the Sentinel Mark II Legacy card to go with that Sentinel Mark II that I got from Andrew Klinger. So thank you, Andrew, again. And then the Scarab and Commissioner cards are here. We got his card. We're just going to put all this in here. All right, we're down to 2 final packages, guys. Again, thank you for bearing with me and sticking out the long haul here. I just been really busy at work lately, so I wanted to get this done a lot sooner, but just time hasn't really been on my side, so that's why there are so many packages that I'm unboxing in this video. I knew that stuff was coming because I'm keeping track of everything when I buy stuff or trade stuff, so figured, you know what, I'll just keep waiting until I get stuff, and I think I've got maybe a day or two before I get my final couple things. So yeah, this was another eBay purchase, I believe. If I can get this open. Let's see what we got here. Oh no, okay, so never mind. This was a trade. This was actually a trade. Maybe a trade or a purchase, I don't know, either way. But this was for a couple figures that I had like the legacy card of, but not the actual figure piece, so I can't remember who I did this trade with, so I'm sorry that I'm forgetting who that was. But first one was the Iceman legacy figure from the X-Men's X of Swords set, so I got him because I did pull 2 of his legacy cards. I traded one to somebody for something, and I was like, well, I still have one. I was gonna use it just to trade it off, but I was like, you know what, he's a cool figure, I might as well hold on to the legacy card. And then I was able to find somebody, you know, selling or trading this figure, so I was like, you know what, I might as well get him. And then what do we got here? This is, what is this? Oh yeah. Okay, so this does not, I thought he had the, oh, I think he said he didn't have the original card, which is fine because I had the legacy card of this from this, and that's the Magneto legacy figure from the X of Swords. So I pulled both I pulled 2 Icemen, I had 2 Sentinel Mark Vs, and a Magneto legacy card. I think were all the legacy cards that I got, and so I figured he was selling both of these for a very reasonable price, so figured why not, I'll get them. Since I had the legacy cards for him, I didn't care about not having the original card for him because I just need the legacy card for him, because that's, if I ever use them, they'll be using the legacy card. So thank you there to, I can't remember who this was, and my phone is buried amongst a bunch of stuff. So let's just keep going with the final package finally. Now this is another eBay auction that I was lucky enough to win. Both this and the Batman Commissioner Gordon piece. The reason why I participated in these auctions is because for like the longest time, up until almost like the last day to a few hours of the auction, they were like almost less than 10 bucks. So I'm like, well, I know they're going to go up a little bit, but this one definitely started shooting. The Commissioner Gordon one didn't shoot up, or Batman Commissioner Gordon didn't shoot up as much. This one, rightfully so, did shoot up a little bit more, but I still ended up getting it for basically the price that it was being sold at Gen Con, and that is this guy here, which I already have, but again, never hurts to have multiples of these, you know, more hard to get, you know, figures and whatnot and sets. And that is the Fantastic Thors. So I got it for, I think I won the auction for just under 50 bucks, and then yeah, I think with tax and shipping it was basically right around 50 to 53 bucks. So basically what you would have paid if you had gotten it at Gen Con, or yeah, essentially, and definitely less than what people are selling the set for right now online. So if I need to, I can maybe, you know, do a trade. Biggest thing that I wanted to open this up for was because I wanted to make sure that the Human Torch arm was not broken off, which it does not look like it is. The Sue Storm cloak is still intact. I did have to re-glue the cloak on the one that I had gotten originally, but there they all are in their glory. Cards are there, so that'll do it for this unboxing here, guys. I really appreciate you checking me out again today. I know it was a longer video again, so I apologize. So I appreciate to anybody who stayed for the whole thing. Please like, share, subscribe, you know, leave comments. What are some of your thoughts on some of the pieces I got today? Yeah, I should have some more videos coming down the road with some more mail unboxing stuff. Hopefully, I've been trying to do more videos like on event wrap-ups, but it's just been kind of tough because life has just been busy right now. Started a new job about a month or so ago, a month and a half, 2 months ago, and it's just keeping me busy. And yeah, so I work 10-hour days, and then when I get home, I just, you know, have a little time to hang out for a minute, have some dinner, and pretty much have to get to bed because I work early in the morning. So yeah, it's not as much free time as I thought I was going to have in my life, even though only working, you know, not a full week or whatever, but still, my days are still busy on my days off. So trying to put more time to this kind of stuff. So thanks again, guys. Appreciate you. Keep checking out my channel. Share, like, subscribe as always. Thanks, guys. Cheers.